Morning everyone. I'm using the £90 Winsor & Newton rough and my board is at about 20 degrees. It's probably, well, I haven't used it that shallow for some time, using my new hake. So just give this a bit of a wet. It's still very dry. The atmosphere is not really suitable for watercolours. Everything dries so quick, especially when I use the £130 Fabriano. That's a real tricky thing. But this paper is quite robust, even though it's only light in weight, that is, but not light in quality. Okay, just let that settle for a moment. And just as it starts to stretch with the water, I'll just reclip it. I had to do that several times. God, I haven't got my paints out. Right, they've been in my Stay Wet palette for, well, since yesterday, which I keep moist. I've got a bit of old towel in the bottom there, slowly going mildewed, but it's damp and it keeps everything nice and wet. So here we are. Cabin yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, Payne's grey and burnt sienna. So I can't really show the mixing because I like to hold my tray right at the bottom of it. Right, put some I've changed my setup today to see how I get on with the watercolour anyway. I've got it at this angle so that it will settle rather than run down. Got my cloth there, and we'll put a bit of blue in. Put out a couple of loose ends. Right, mix a bit of light red with that. Right, let's get a bit of right, okay, we'll let that settle. We're going to put some water in, just put in a bit of the reflection in the water. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do. I'm just painting. And we'll put a little bit in there of the blue. Right. Want a bit of thin bit on the horizon here. Right, just reclip it. So let's we can have an inlet here, we can put a bit of distance, so let's do that. Let's put a bit of, oops, turn the palette around, let's have a little bit of distance, a bit of blue, a bit of quite low horizon. We'll go uphill here, we'll pretend that that is that's still too wet really to get a nice straight edge along there. So we'll change our minds on that. We'll just bring that down. So you can do this on this paper. You can't do it on the cheaper Fabriano Studio paper. I would put in some bit of reflection then. Right. Now when you want it to dry, it doesn't. So that I put a background in of is that a bit overexposed? Let's see if we can change this glaring a bit, isn't it? Let's turn the exposure down. A bit better. Right. Oh, well, let's paint wetting, mate. I'll get my burnt sienna and my Payne's grey. A bit of water on the brush, just a corner. I'll show a bit of blue, that's nice and soft. Oh. Just changing the colours a bit. So a bit of sienna in there. We're going uphill now, so we don't want to do that. I'm just using the sort of tube consistency paint because the stay wet palette keeps everything beautifully moist. So let's just put some green in there. This is just doodling with the paint, really. Just enjoying all the effects that you can get. We can put some trees on there. Some dark. Like a bit of sand dunes that's turning into. So we'll put some burnt umber in there, I think. Get it nice and thick. See what happens to that. See, it's not going down with gravity like it did before. So I'm just dropping in bits of. Well, let's. We're still going uphill there, so let's just flatten this so that it doesn't go down quite so good. Oh, we've got some nice reflections there. Gonna have green in there. That's not green. That was unintended. So we'll put some trees up here, the tops. Oops. Get some sienna now, raw sienna. And a bit of yellow. Just lighten that a bit. Right. Well, that's very interesting. It's quite delicate. I'll put in a larger tree, just a little bit of a larger tree, just to dark. I wanted dark seems to be the thing this morning. Touch of water. I'm using one of these Frank Herring easels. They're very good, but if it's not a great studio easel, because unless you're standing, and I sit down, it's not good for that, because the legs are just too long. It's not really, I suppose, meant for studio work so much as going out in plein air, where it's quite sturdy, which is what you need really. Right. Try to do as much of this as I can with the hake. Right, let's put in some. So I can't. I'm so high. The easel's so high, I can't go down on it. So we'll just have to turn that into something. Right, that's going uphill a bit there, so I'm going to try and see if I can come under. Oh, keep it in the camera now. Right, put in a bit of across the river. Or shall we? Could put a bit of an island in there. get some sort of marsh grassy stuff going on here. I'll put a bit of dark tree on there, but that's a bit drier. I want to get some grass in there, so if I can just break my brush up, if I dry it and then just ruin it. Not going to work. So be kind to your hake. It's a great way of doing leaves on trees, but what I'm trying to do is to show some bits of grass or some. Yeah, it's not going to play ball, is it? We'll have to try to turn that into something. So let's get some dark green. Let's right, well that's sort of solved one problem, but probably created a few others. Okay, we'll do something there. I'm going to dry it. I don't think I'll be using this setup any bit time through. I don't think. quite like some of that, but I'm not very happy about doing that. But I can put in a bit of gouache on that. So let's put a bit of a greeny bush in here. Oh, so, well, it looks alright on the screen. Maybe I'm been a bit too critical of myself, but a little bit of tissue. And see if I can just clean up that horizon a little bit. Wow. I wish I hadn't started. Do you have those times? I'm sure you do. Right, let's just clean something out of that there. Just want to get a little bit of horizon there. That's a bit better. Let's take a little bit out of there. Right. Oh dear. Should have stayed in bed. Get some birds in. Where you've got splashes, they're good places to put birds. Right, I'm going to put a signature on it. I don't think it's worth it, but and then we'll put a mount on it. Turn those off. I think I'll go for a bike ride. Which mount is it? Mount there, see what that's like. Well, not too bad, is it? Or shall we put the old dirty old large one on? Get all the sky in. Right, this just looking a little bit blue. Well, there we are, folks. Thanks for persevering with me. It wasn't too bad, was it, in the end? I was probably just trying to make the hake. I'll just I'll dry that, so take the headphones off, and I'll put a little bit of pencil work on there. I've got this this lovely Caran d'Ache white pencil, white lead, that Smoothie 77 sent to me last year. It's got to be really dry. Otherwise it won't scrape the lead. See, that's not quite. Right, that just adds a little bit of sparkle to there. Wonder. Don't overdo this, but I'll just lighten some areas. Let's give a little bit of sparkle, no? Just lightens up a bit of a dull area. Wouldn't normally have to do this, would I? But I'm trying to save it. I'm not obliterating, I'm just dragging over the high spots and just adding some light, some contrast. Give it a little lift, very, very gentle, so that light is coming over there. Just toning it down a little bit, just putting a bit of air into it. Okay, well, I'll leave it there. Thanks a lot, folks. Bye for now.